Hello, Kelsey here. I wanted to hop on today to share video about how I see food. But before I get started, just want to introduce myself if we have not met. So I'm Kelsey. I'm founder of this group. I'm in my seventh week of maternity leave. This little guy is 7 weeks old, and I am loving having three kids. It's a lot of fun. So, anyway, I want to give you a look inside my brain to just kind of let you know how I go about looking at food on a day to day basis and how I think about things. So, let's just get started. So, the first thing when I'm kind of considering what to eat, I ask myself subconsciously, is this a real food? So, you've heard me talk about this all the time. So, real food is something that grows, something that God created, something that you could literally go pluck from your garden. That's a real food, single ingredient food. If it's a real food, it's a good food typically. Um, so, that is where I begin by thinking, is this a real food? Um, if it is in the Dirty Dozen, which you can look that up if it's in the Dirty Dozen, I try to buy organic food in those areas. Otherwise, I'm not too worried about, making everything organic unless, it gets expensive, right? So meat, I try to buy organically, and then certain fruits and vegetables. So next, I think to myself, okay, do I need energy? Which most of the time, if you're in this group and you have kids, or if you work, most of the time is yes. I mean, why? Most of the time we need energy. So I'm thinking to myself, if there is something that's tempting, I just kind of process how am I going to feel in a few hours if I eat this. So when I'm at work, I don't like to eat a carb heavy meal. I don't like to eat bread or pasta because I feel tired later in the day. Um, Same goes when I'm home with my kids. For breakfast, I definitely want to eat something that's really going to serve my body because I know that it's fueling me for the whole day. So I do consider energy. So typically, if I am going to have a cheat, it tends to be late at night when I don't need as much energy. Um, I also ask myself, am I hungry? So it takes, depending on what you had to eat, so a carb or protein or fat, it takes somewhere between 3 to 5 hours for your body to process that food. So if it's only been an hour and a half and I just ate, I'm not actually hungry. So I typically can kind of process, okay, maybe I need a drink, maybe I'm trying to eat emotionally or something, so I can kind of process through that. So am I actually hungry? Um, in the morning, I am visualizing my long term goals for what I want. So I like to work out in the morning. I am on maternity leave, meaning I need to lose some baby weight. So my goal is 20 pounds down. So I'm asking myself throughout the day, is this food serving my goal? I know where I'm going. I know I can get to my goal weight. I know what it feels like to be there. So I'm going to make a food choice that is going to help me get there. And then I can also consider, have I been really active in the past couple days? And then if so, I might allow myself to have something that's maybe not 100% in that real food category. Maybe it's a dessert, maybe it's a beer. I love a good IPA or a glass of wine. So that's kind of how my brain processes that. Um, and then as a PA, I am thinking about food as medicine. So I have a lifestyle medicine certification. I know that food actually is a much more powerful tool than medicine. So, especially early on. So you can get to a point where food is not going to be as effective because you have done your body too much damage. But if we can start this process early and really see food as our very best medicine, if we can eat in a way that's going to serve our body with lots of things that grow, lots of whole foods, you can prevent 90% of the diseases that we see on a daily basis in primary care. And that's a proven statistic. So I think of food as medicine often. And that's why I've cut out a lot of extra meat. I've cut out a lot of extra cheese. We know that those can bump up certain levels in your blood panels. Obviously, sugar I try to avoid, although I think it's delicious. I mean, who doesn't? So, I'm thinking all the time about I want to eat most of the time. So 80 to 90% of the time, I want to eat foods that are going to serve my goals from a weight standpoint and a health standpoint. And lately I have just noticed more and more, especially as I have gone through a Daniel fast, I have noticed more and more just a righteous anger coming up inside of me about the way that our food industry has distorted and really truly a way that the enemy has distorted health and some of the things that we see as real food or that we eat every day that we put as a part of our diet, I mean, it's just amazing and sad that that has become the norm. So I know that it's my calling and part of the scroll of my life to help people to reset how they see health, how they see food, see it in a healthy way, in a way that's going to help, eliminate this burden of weight that I see all the time, whether that be psychological, it could be with confidence, it can be with energy, pain, all these ways that weight really can affect us. I want to help set people free from that so they can go live and do their thing. So that's why food that is not real food that the food industry pushes has developed in me anger. So that is what really drives me forward to do what I do. So I hope that helps. And you can, again, kind of pick my brain if you have any other questions about how to kind of visualize food. But I think it can be very simple. If you kind of see it, is this real food? Am I actually hungry for it? Is this food going to give me energy? What do I want? Why am I eating well? Visualizing your goal and then seeing food as medicine long term is really powerful. If you need help with this, that's what I do. So I help clients to get their food on track and to lose weight. So if you're ready to get started, make sure you reach out to me. There'll be a link in the comments for how to do that if you're watching on YouTube. If you're not a part of our Fit for Life group, then make sure that you join. And if you're not already subscribed on YouTube, make sure you just click the little link there. And again, I'd love to speak to you. If we have not met, if we have not chatted and you're in our Fit for Life community, please reach out, introduce yourself. Let me know what your goals are and we can talk about what that would look like to work together to get you into Fit Moms Academy and make your weight loss goals happen a lot quicker than if you were trying to do it on your own. So we know that being community and being with someone who really is an expert who's done this for lots of people is the way to go if you want to move on to the next thing in life. So we'd love to help you get there and make thinking about food in this way part of your norm. That's all for today. Have a great rest of your week.